Hey guys, so what's up? So there's not been enough, really, a lot of people are saying there's not been enough videos of like the original Volvo V50s on YouTube, so I thought I might as well do a little review on one. Obviously it's my dad's car, so we got my dad here for the video today. This is going to be exciting. So here it is. This is a 2004, so the first year of V50s to ever be produced. So you can see around it. Maybe Dad can tell you a little bit about it from what he knows. That's not that much, but
I know very little. You know much more than me.
So this is my dad and my mum's car. It's had quite a lot of work done. It needed new brakes when we got it. It's also needed several new clutches.
Yeah.
Which, may not be the best thing, but that's kind of all your fault, isn't it?
It's all my fault. I'm terrible on the clutch.
It's also Mum's fault, but
You have to let me drive it.
So, for start, we're going to be looking at boot space on this car. So, for boot space, a lovely C-Class Mercedes. So for boot space, you don't get that much. It's quite long, but very. It's like it doesn't go up very much, so you don't get.
But you can take all that, the top.
And obviously you can lower the back seats.
So you can get a lot of space,
I love the shape. Obviously this is, I think it's the SE model and it's the 2.4 litre, so it's got a bit of a bigger engine than the regular. It's got these wheels on it, which I don't know whether everyone is going to like these, but they're decent. It's got quite a nice dashboard and interior. So you can have a little look here at what the interior looks like that. So sorry about the mess, but it's also the Deluxe SE. Literally the only difference is they add this kind of wood colour, which you can't really see in this light, but if we had more light you could see a bit better. And then basically around everything else about the car, that is a really nice M4 or an M2. It's not gonna lie, I can't remember what car that is. Whichever one that is a nice car, but back to the point. This doesn't have tinted windows. Dad, what do you think about this car?
I love this car. It's got a lot of power. It doesn't need that much maintenance, actually, funny enough. Things seem to stick pretty much to plan on it. So good car. It's a very good car.
Anyway, down to the other things. So the rear spacing on this car is quite crammed. You don't get a lot of space.
Not in the back, but not a leg space up front.
So if you guys just want an example here of leg space, we're going to be showing you this here. So my dad's like 6'2", 6'2". He's got the seat all the way back, and I'm like, what, 5'7", maybe?
Yeah, about that, 5'7", 5'8".
And you can see just how, don't close the door, just how little leg space I actually have here. My legs are pretty much touching that. That's how much room I got. So, literally zero room. Next up, I thought we could have a look at the engine bay on this thing, show you guys what it looks like. So, if my dad's just going to hold the camera for me, keep it nice and steady. So, the lever is down here somewhere. There it is. We got that. Now we pop the hood. So this is the little, pretty sure it's a 4-cylinder, it's a 4-cylinder engine inside of the 2004 V50. So it's a nice looking engine, and this thing sounds fantastic. going to give you guys a little clip on what this thing sounds like in a minute. Sounds great. And in my opinion, this is a nice looking car. And this car is, how old is it? 2004?
2004, yeah.
So
it's 18 years old.
So for 18 years, and it's still going strong.
Oh, yeah.
And this thing, it's really incredible how long. And if you guys want to maybe get a V50, even still now, I'd still recommend even the earliest models, because this thing's been going strong for quite a while.
How many?
It's got a new front bumper though.
Exist?
Not that many. There's like, I think maybe 4,000.
Wow.
Could be less. Licensed in the UK. That's not other countries. But around London, around Twickenham and that kind of areas, you rarely see any of these. You don't see too many.
I've not seen many.
Which makes it quite weird. So, overall design looks lovely. But now we've got the sound test, because I know a lot of people are... Now, obviously, if we do rev it, it has to be very quiet, and if you guys don't know why, if we have a little look around, kind of in a little residential estate, and people aren't going to be too happy, considering the time here is like 5:30, 6 o'clock.
That's correct.
So people kind of, you know, and the little kids, considering there's a park there. So there's my dad, who doesn't seem to be able to remember how to open a door.
No,
we're going to start this up. I'll go round to the back, and Dad, leave the door open for me. That's enough. Okay. So, it's a great sounding car.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. It sounds great. Now, Dad, now you can go and show him around the car a little bit. Leave the key in, because I might give it a little gentle tap. Not too much, because I might blow it up otherwise, knowing me. Lovely sounding car, that's just my opinion.
I think it's a beautiful sounding
I think
car.
it sounds fantastic, and if you listen to it from the front, you can hear it sounds powerful. Only giving it one more go.
Okay. Yeah. Really good. And its acceleration is extremely good for a car of its age.
And of its size. So now we're going to bring it for a little drive. And this is going to be it. Hold on, guys. Oh, so guys, that was the magic. Literally just got in the car, cut that out. You guys can see I got the seatbelt on. We're all ready to go. Dad in the driver's seat. So I think the interior looks nice with this colours there. And Dad's going to give it one last rev and just show you guys the little rev meter.
That was halfway down.
So that sounds pretty nice. Now, this is a nice sounding car. So Dad, why don't you say we bring this thing for a little drive?
Why not?
So yeah guys, now we're here. Just turning around here.
Very, very smooth gear shift as well. And the steering is excellent as well on the car. I can't really complain about it. It's just probably one of the best cars I've ever had, actually. And it wasn't expensive.
I think we had a V70 before this,
Yeah.
but we got it in the really small engine, so it was like, I can't remember what litre, it was like 1.6
right, yeah,
though,
that's correct.
and it wasn't so nice.
No, it wasn't.
I mean, I remember, I think I revved it once or twice, and you could hear it wasn't powerful
I seen the
as well.
record, it's probably about the same size.
It was bigger, it was slightly bigger than this.
But it just didn't seem to have any power when you got going. It just seemed to sort of, yeah. As I say, I think a previous car, not maybe a bit bigger, but it just didn't have the power. And you can talk about that car as well.
So I think what I like about this is, I can't remember exactly how much we paid, but I know it was under 2,000.
About £2,000, yeah.
And I feel like that was a great price. It did need about £700 worth of work put on it, but to be honest,
it was one of those cars, Danny, that people sort of see as obsolete. They see, well, you know, they're really good cars, but, you know, who's going to ever collect them? Who's going to ever...
But you say that now, and you look back at the 850 and the 850R, that's now classed as a classic car, and the power that those things have.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, it's these cars come back into fashion. Good cars never go out of style, do they?
Now, very sad, my my auntie had an 850R, such a beautiful car, it was really nice to drive in, and it sounded great. I remember, I mean, sadly the car died. After like being, I think it was like 25 years old. It was an insanely old car, and she let me rev it at one point when it was getting old, but she did say to be careful with how much I rev it because it was getting old at that point. Sorry about this, guys, hold on. So guys, we are back, still driving along. Sorry that I paused it, it was just because of, well, all the fog and the steam. It's quite a nice car. So you guys can kind of get an idea whether this car is a good car for you, or whether or not this car is something you might not want. Either or, this car is a fantastic car. So, Dad, do you have anything else to say about this? If we just roll up the windows for a second, actually, just for talking, because do you have anything that you'd like to say about what else you like about this car?
Not really, I just would say that I think pound for pound, I think it's the best used car I've ever bought. It's, as I say, it doesn't seem to deteriorate. So the movement of it, the gears, handling's great, the acceleration's fantastic. It's got a load of poke to it.
And we're going to go on the A316, so maybe Dad can give it a slight bit of acceleration.
Yeah.
Not too much, because you don't want to get some wheel spin.
No, but it's...
and smash it into a tree.
No,
like the Lamborghini
really
drivers do. Because then, guys, unfortunately, we'd have to give this car a 0 out of 10 in rating, because there'd be nothing to rate left. So, it is quite a pokey little car.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, it could probably do about 130 miles an hour. Jeez.
I've never opened the car out because of its age. And
you should at one point, Dad.
Possibly.
But obviously, you know, it's getting old and it's still a lovely car.
Oh, yeah.
But you don't want to, you want to be quite gentle when a car's getting old because the engine's been run for a long time. And this thing's got insane mileage on it. It's like 134,000 miles on it.
Yeah, but I think people...
Which isn't too much. I mean, if you look at some of them, have got 250,000 miles and they're 2012 models. So I'm pretty sure they only made the V50 until 2012. So it's actually it's a discontinued car as well.
Yeah.
We're in, I'm pretty sure, the first year of them ever produced. Beginning of 2004, of course.
Yeah.
Actually, no, second half. Dad, what were you going to say?
Oh, just I think we have no problem getting parts, and you know, when we had labour done on it. So I can only assume, I mean, that's a problem with used cars, isn't it? That people can't get the parts. But this one, we've had a fair bits and pieces done because it is old. It's an old car, but we do seem to have no problem getting parts when we get it serviced.
It's had a new clutch once or twice.
Yeah, it has. Yeah.
You know, that's normal for an old car.
That is down to me because for some reason I can't master the clutch.
So it's, what else is nice is if you want to go fast or decent speed, it's so steady on the motorway.
Yeah.
But it's also a nice car to drive going slowly.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Which I think makes it a great city car.
Yeah.
For example, we live in an area just on the outskirts of London.
Yep.
I'm in Twickenham, which is a really lovely little area
Yeah.
down by the river. And you know, it's kind of, this car does get driven into London sometimes, and obviously it's a little town area, so if you guys have seen, there's a little, it's not super late, but it's not super early. There's still a bit of traffic, but I feel like what is really nice is if you want to go on a long drive, this car can do that really easily.
Yeah,
Fuel
easy.
consumption.
Not bad. Not
Fuel
bad.
consumption is, it's kind of in the middle. It's not got incredible fuel consumption. It will use fuel a lot if you go into high revs. So obviously we try to be a little bit gentle with it. We're going to do a little acceleration in a second. Dad, if you just give this car in front of us a bit of space so you can accelerate, or maybe swap lanes or something, I don't know.
I was going to pull it.
Oh yeah, we can pull in then, show acceleration on the way back. I will see you guys when we get to the place. So guys, we are now back. Here's my dad.
Hey.
He's back.
Yeah. Hey.
Here's me, I'm back. And the car. So we brought it to a disclosed location. Definitely not the stoop in Twickenham. Definitely not at all. Just because, you know, in the middle, it's kind of in the middle of nowhere, and it's a little place where I think we can rev this thing up without getting arrested.
Shall I rev up?
I think I'll be doing the revving up for now. So guys, what I'm thinking of doing is my little tripod I use, also, well, it's kind of a selfie stick that also is a tripod. So we're going to chuck it into this tripod mode. Excuse me for a second, guys. Hold on, I'll get you guys in the position and I'll see you back in a minute. Okay, so you guys are now right by the exhaust pipe, ready to hear this car roar. So I'm going to give it some revs for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy this. You guys can see the exhaust pipe right there. And I just touched it and that was hot. Let's listen, guys. That wasn't the car.
The car was.
Hope you guys enjoyed that. See ya.